Welcome to Dream Body Alchemy, the podcast that fearlessly explores empowering transformations by unlocking the dormant vitality within your DNA, reshaping your mindset and unveiling your true essence, propelling you towards profound healing and expansion. Join your host, Melissa Valentine, as you embark on this journey to rewrite your story, one of activation, body alchemy, and the unapologetic embodiment of your boldest self.
The 2024 rebrand. This is how we are going to strategically plan for new beginnings. When we want to start a new plan, we have to build it off of a strong, solid foundation. This is for the women who already have a career that is poppin', they have confidence within themselves, and now they are looking to upgrade in 2024. 2023, I feel, was a year of redirection, and now it is time to rebuild. So how does that look? What we want to do is we want to audit what's going on in our lives right now. What is the foundation of this new rebrand, this new direction that we're going in 2024? So that means getting out a pen and paper and beginning to clear out what wasn't working in 2023. So that could be a physical clear out of your space. That could be a mental clear out of things that you want to leave behind. And that could be an emotional clear out. Are you handling what's going on emotionally? If you are here, you are an ambitious, driven, successful woman who is looking to find more fulfillment, balance, her dream body. We want to start off with the foundation. And what is the foundation? This is going to be your sleep patterns. This is going to be the nutrition that you take in on a daily basis. This is going to be about your energy. How are you showing up every day? What do you need to clear out, and what do you need to prioritize? It is all about prioritizing. It is not so much about needing more time. It is about prioritizing your time so that you have the energy to get done all of the things that you desire to get done, whether that is in your career, whether that's showing up in your relationships, whether that is feeling embodied, feeling excited to get up every single morning to start your day, because it's so full of possibilities. It's so full of creating your dreams. It's so full of meaningful connections, and it just makes you feel more alive, more vibrant, more radiant. And this is what we want to tap into in 2024. So the foundations is going to, of course, take in the concepts of how are you setting up your day for success? Are you getting up with the alarm clock? Are you hitting snooze? Do you have the energy, and do you have the habits and the rituals that support all of the things you want to be and feel and do and create in your life? So starting with the foundation, take a look at some of the bigger things in your life that we might brush aside that are pivotal for you to create this dream life, your dream body. I would have you focus on how much sleep are you getting? Are you getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep? Women need more sleep. How is your nighttime routine? Your nighttime routine is going to be more important than your morning routine. You want to take inventory. How do you eat? Is it in line with how you best function? Are you skipping meals? Are you eating too frequently? Are you using distractions throughout your day? We want to get a compass, a read, a thermostat. We want to kind of tap into how is the cadence of your day, and is it conducive to creating the life and the body that you desire, that you deserve, that makes you feel excited to get up every day. So 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Is your house clean? Are you working from a clean slate? Do you need to remove some things? What would your dream environment look like? Are you getting in enough nutrition? Is it the right kind of nutrition? Are you feeling satisfied? Have you started to lean on processed foods that don't satisfy you, that cause you to have more cravings, that aren't giving you the energy you need to do all the incredible things that you want to accomplish in your life and to make you feel in tune with your body. If we're eating too many things that are not aligned with us, it will drag us down and we won't feel embodied. We won't feel good in our vessel, and we will look for reasons to distract ourselves, to get away from ourselves. We want to create an environment. We want to create rituals that lead to our most vibrant version of ourselves. So, how is your sleep? How is your nutrition? How is your environment? How is your daily rituals to help you tap into that presence, that awareness of what you actually want to create in your life? Are you giving yourself that time of contemplation of what do you actually want, and are you on the right path? So, number one, set that foundation. What are the basic things that you need to begin to create this life? And if you don't have them, begin to work on a plan that is going to allow you to incorporate these things, make them a priority, making your foundation solid so that we can work on the next thing. The next thing is, when we want to create this strategic plan, not only do we want our physical environment and our physical body to be set up to have the energy to create this in our life, we have to make sure that our mind is set. We want to give ourselves the opportunity to uncover the thoughts and the beliefs that are holding us back, that are keeping us in this holding pattern of not going after what we really want. So we have the foundation, we have the ability, but what is then holding us back? And a lot of times it is the limiting beliefs that we have in our life. And these limiting beliefs, unintentionally and unconsciously, could be coming in from the people around us, social media, messages that might be there to motivate us and inspire us, but on some level is actually blocking us from moving forward, from believing in ourselves. That comparison that we might have, envy. So envy is a big thing because envy has this negative connotation of something that you want, that you believe that you can't have. So instead of, when you feel that sense of envy that might be coming from outside of you, it's a good signal to be like, I want that. And also I'm going to celebrate you. If you turn that into a opportunity of celebration of others, you will find that your limiting beliefs start to dissipate. You start to open yourself up to those possibilities when you are celebrating others. So notice where those limiting beliefs are coming from, and you want to reframe them in a way that is going to make you feel empowered. That's going to make you feel like we are in this together. It's not me against you, and you definitely don't want it to be me against me. So pinpointing the limiting beliefs and where they're coming from. When I work with clients, we can release limiting beliefs, but the interesting thing about these limiting beliefs is they can drop in at any time. You can watch something, you can be around certain people, and you can download beliefs that are not yours, but you can download them today. You can download them tomorrow. So beliefs are things that are somewhat easily downloadable and taken on as your own without your awareness of it. So becoming aware of it and realizing that these beliefs can pop up and you want to be able to reframe them. When I'm working with clients, we have to be very careful that when we do rewire their limiting beliefs, which I have a process called ROI, where we release limiting beliefs, we become omnipresent, which basically means being able to be present with your thoughts, being able to be present without thought, being able to be in a place of contemplation, of openness, where you are aware of the thoughts without claiming them as your own, which is very important. So you don't download these new beliefs, especially if they're limiting beliefs. And then the I is for installing. And so then we install empowering beliefs. What beliefs would you need to have to create the life that you want to create, because it's all about beliefs. No one is more deserving than anyone else. If someone else can have it, you can have it. So that little feeling of envy, which we all get, can be a catalyst for what do I need to believe so that I can also create that in my life. So having the whole ROI method is going to allow you not only to release and to install, but then create an environment that is going to allow you to hold on to beliefs intentionally that are going to serve you and propel you forward to create the life and the identity and the experience that you are looking for. Number 3, negative self-talk. I want you to think about, what are the places inside of me that self-love hasn't reached yet, that needs to go so that all of the pieces of me can be embraced, so they are not in the background disrupting my energy in order to get attention. I want you to sit with that for a moment and really think to yourself, what are those? Where are those pieces that haven't been touched by self-love? What are the pieces in me that need to be fully embraced so that they are not pulling your attention, distracting you? And they do tend to be in the background, and we might not notice them. But negative self-talk is one of those habits that a lot of women have that pull them out of their power. We want to take some time to understand these parts. And they can be parts. It might not necessarily be your full-on belief. So you have your beliefs that filter how you see the world. They change your perspective. And beliefs tend to be all-consuming. Like, you believe that. There's not a part of you that doesn't. But with negative self-talk, there could be just a part of you that believes it. And we want to bring that to light and release that, because this is not the time for you to be pulling yourself down. Putting. This is not the time. We want to dial in on all of the parts of you. The dark, the light, the cringeworthy parts, especially the cringeworthy parts, they all deserve to be embraced by love. And when you can get to a place where you embrace all of you, the good, the bad, the ugly, and you can bring it to life and you can love that part of you, then you become whole. And then you can move forward. And there's not a part of you that you feel like you need to hide away. It's the pieces of us that we feel like we need to hide away because of shame or guilt. These are very low vibrating emotions. You will not thrive with these emotions. And deep down, you are whole. You are powerful. You can manifest your reality. You can heal your body. You have so much power. And if you really, really, really understood the power that you have through your words, you would never speak negatively about yourself or anyone else. Your words have so much power, and I want you to sit with that. What part of you still needs love? Number 4, as we're creating this rebrand, as we're being strategic, I want you to think about what in your life is a hell yes and what is a heck no, or I don't know, or maybe. What's a uh-huh or what's a uh-uh? I want you to move into this 2024 rebrand and get really precise, really intentional, really confident in your decisions. I want you to get in alignment as much as possible. And what that feels like, and I say feel because this is going to be the feeling part of this journey. We talked about the physical, we talked about the mental, the mindset, we talked about the words. Now I want you to get embodied, and I want you to feel what is right for you. There's so many people out there that we give our power away to. And this isn't even a negative thing. This is more of an insecurity, a mistrust within ourselves. We don't trust our own knowings, our own certainty, our own inner compass. And we want to get to a place where we can begin to rebuild that trust with ourselves. And it takes trusting the feelings. It takes giving yourself space to feel the feelings and then trust them. And what does this mean? It means when someone asks you to do something, do you say yes when you really mean no? When someone tells you a certain plan, whether it's a diet or an exercise plan, or it's a new habit, or it's a new routine, and you go along with it, but it doesn't feel right, that's not in alignment with you. When I work with clients, when we are creating their dream body, it is so much more than diet and exercise and getting the perfect body. It is about finding alignment in your life, because our body, our physical ailments are speaking to us. They're signals that we are out of alignment. And so you can get out of alignment even if you are trying to create your dream body, if you're doing it in a way that is not a hell yes to you. And I'm always reminded that everything works, but not everything is right for you. Just because your next door neighbor or your mentor or your coach is saying this is the way to do it, doesn't mean it's the right way for you. There is a very specific way for you to eat and digest. There's a very specific way for you to exercise and move. There's a very specific way for you to even set up your day. The type of job that you are going to thrive in, the relationships that you keep, how you communicate, all of these things are not a one size fits all type situation. I definitely love opening up my clients' eyes to the nuances, the energetic nuances. When I create programs for people, it's not based on what works for me. It's not even based on what works for the top bikini competitors. It is literally curated for them and what's in alignment for them. And I go into their genes and their energetics and I create this. And the magic of that is that it's a hell yes to them because it was created for them. And yes, their best friend, their coach, they might be doing something totally different and it works for them. And that's awesome. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find what works for us. We are all here to dance with our own rhythms. We're all here to color outside of the lines. We're all here to find what is going to bring us alive, what is going to get us up every single day and get so excited for. That is why we are here. And the authority on what is best for you is in here. It's a feeling. For the majority of us, it's a feeling. It's a it's a it's a hell yes, it's a hell no. There's a few people, and again, this is why I love working with clients individually, is that there are some people who naturally have to ride a wave to feel what's right for them, or they have to speak with someone. Sometimes someone just talking to me, even though I know like what is probably going to be best for them, they need to speak to me as a sounding board. Some people just have a knowing. It is very, very cool when you begin to decipher how you decode your own alignment. And when you do that, it always ends up in a feeling. It's a feeling of satisfaction. It's a feeling of peace. It's a feeling of freedom. It's a feeling of excitement. And number 5, we are rebranding ourselves. And rebranding means being the best version that we are. Releasing the social conditioning, releasing the shoulds, releasing the layers of limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. It is stepping into our true identity. And our true identity is going to be who we are at our core. It's who we really are. It's our soul's purpose. It's the avatar that we resonate with. And how you can begin to do this. Obviously, all of the other steps help with this, but it's taking into consideration, how do I want to feel? And actually writing it down. Like, how do you want to feel every single day? Who do I want to be? What are those descriptive words that I want to step into? How do I want to talk? How do I want to move? How do I want to be perceived? How do I want to respond? When I think about my unique essence, How would I dress? How do I want to present myself? How do I want to be in this world? This is your identity. This is your avatar. You create this. And this is not I'm creating this out of thin air. Whatever you feel is your soul's desire, that is who you are at your core. And so the biggest thing is you want to realize that at this very moment, you can step into that. Write it down. Who do you want to be? What do you want to feel? All of these things. How do you want to dress? How you want to be perceived? There is no right or wrong. It's what and you can step into that right now. And as soon as you do, you can take on that persona. The rebrand can be instant. It can be right now. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't even have to wait for recognition. This again goes back to that alignment of not needing other people's permission, not needing other people's direction. You can use other people as sounding boards, but use yourself as the litmus test to decide, is this me? This person knows a lot. They are an expert in their field, but they're not an expert in me, and I get to choose who that is. So your rebrand starts with, who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? And stepping into that. All of these topics are things that I help my clients with. My clients are passionate, they're purpose-driven, they're successful, they're ambitious, but now they are looking to create their dream body, which is in total alignment with their habits, with their rituals, with their self-talk, with their beliefs, with their energy, with their intuition, with their identity. It all is unique to you. It's a custom, personalized experience. It is not a one size fits all. And if you're interested in help in creating that in the step-by-step, I have something called Dream Body Alchemy. And this is, obviously that's what the title of this podcast is, but it is my signature methodology. And if you are interested in that, reach out to me and I can talk to you a little bit more, get what are your specific desires, aspirations, and challenges, and what is standing in your way. If you are interested in this topic, go ahead and check out some more of my podcasts, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Love you. Bye, guys.